Hey yo, what's going on everybody? It's Tylarious, and in this video I'm giving you guys a tutorial and guide for the PAC standard. That's right, the Pacific Standard heist for the OG heist in GTA Online, which this week they are double cash money and RP. Alright, this particular heist has 5 setups. You do have to have 4 people total, so the host plus 3. I know that can be a deterrent, and it is an issue for a lot of folks trying to find some, 3 other people. If you don't have any friends or a crew in the game, it can be a struggle. I understand that. Check my links in the description down below. You can find out how to join one of my crews and get some help, okay? So first things first, this is going to be a longer video because I'm covering all the setups and the finale. And this is a general guide. It's to help you guys get through it. It's not for the Criminal Mastermind or for the Elite Challenge, just to get you guys started and understand how to get this done, and then eventually lead up to things like completing your Criminal Mastermind and getting the Elite Challenges knocked out, all right? Of course, you do need to have a high-end apartment before you can start these. You can get one for as low as $210,000, the Alta Street apartment, one of the OG high-end apartments, so definitely take advantage of that. They are discounted this week as well, okay? But the first setup is going to be for the vans. That's right, we're going to have to take some pictures of the license plates on some of these post-op vans. This is a pretty fun little setup here, not too difficult. As you see right here, here's your setup screen. You can check the difficulty. I always run these on hard. You can also set up your player outfits. You can use the heavy heist vest as well, which I'm going to show you right here. You can go to any clothing store, go to the tops, go all the way down and go to utility vests. And then down towards the bottom, you'll have 2 options to pick between: the gray heavy utility vest and the black heavy utility vest. These vests will give you much more health during the heist. However, you will have to sacrifice some speed. You won't be able to sprint, but you can jump, and that will speed you up a little bit as well, okay? So once you get all your settings set up, you got your teammates or some friends or maybe some randoms. And yes, every now and again, you can get lucky with some randoms to help out, right? The first setup, though, for the vans, you have 2 different roles. You're going to have navigators and drivers. Now, the drivers just simply drive vehicles. However, the navigators, they will have to search and find the post-op vans by using Trackify, and then they also take a photo of the license plate. And once you get the hang of this particular setup mission, the navigator can really do everything by themselves. Actually, just one person can do everything, really. So as you'll see here, I'm going to show both different roles. If you are the driver, just pay attention to the navigator. Right here, I am the Navi. I'm the navigator, so you can see I'm searching through Trackify. And you can use the directional pad and tell the driver where to go if you guys don't have a mic or whatnot. But again, once you kind of get the hang of this, you'll kind of just memorize where the vans are in relation to whichever apartment that you're using, and just use Trackify to track down, right, the post-op van, and then just simply take a photo of it. Now, when you're in the armored Kuruma, a lot of folks want to use the armored Kuruma. That's fine. I definitely recommend the Hakachu drag for a lot of these setups. This gets you around a lot quicker. The one problem with the armored Kuruma is that you do have a limited visibility from the interior. So just get a quick pic of the license plate. This has to be some sort of, angle of the license plate, and you'll be good to go. And once you take all the photos, as you see here, I'm just in a regular vehicle, and it's much easier. But once you take all the photos, then you have the target van that you'll have to collect. And it's usually or always going to be the same van that's out past the mall, out by Pillbox Medical Center, as you see right here. Go ahead and take out the driver, and you just simply deliver it back to the garment factory. Now, if the driver has cops, go ahead and have the driver exit, and somebody else that does not have cops on them can jump into the post-op van and deliver the vehicle. It kind of speeds up the process a little bit. And once you park it under the bridge right here, you're good to go. You're done. Go ahead and back the van up to the checkpoint. We complete this. Now, remember, if you are the host, you are not getting paid for the setups. But if you are helping out, and you get paid this week, you're making roughly $78,000 and some change. Really good money for helping out, definitely. All right, get that taken care of. Next up is the signal setup. This is where we're going to go pick up Avi Schwartzman. Going to go grab him and bring him out of hiding. All right, go ahead and get your clothing selected. If you want to use the heavy heist combat vest, get your vehicle selected, and go ahead and move on with the setup. Now, with this one right here, if you are new, you're a beginner, I would recommend using the heavy heist vest. You don't need to. Again, it's much easier now to equip snacks and armor than it was back in the day. If you know, you know, right? But if you are feeling, maybe your first time through or whatnot, you don't want to have to continue to start over by getting murked out. go ahead and put your vest on, get your Hakachu drag. And one little tip or trick to help save some time, as you're on the way to the meeting point, the game is going to have you try and go to these little sea sharks right here that you see on the map. Just pass those, skip those, keep on driving down the road. And as you get over here to the famous Hookie's restaurant, right, with this big little mountain is sticking out of the ground, that big rock right there, be careful. But go ahead and pull off to the side, and you just kind of roll on down to the beach. And there is a set of sea sharks that are already there. Seashells in the seashore, right? There's some sea sharks down here that are posted up. They're always going to be there. There's going to be 4 of them, and jump on those. It's right across the way from the island over here. As you saw, I took out the chopper with the explosive Mark II sniper rounds. You can use an RPG or just a regular sniper as well. Pull up to the island. You're going to murk out the cops that are over here. Be careful with if you're not using the vest, watch your health and armor, because these cops will light you up. So keep that in mind. We'll have another chopper pull up as well. And whoever is right here by the door, once the last cop is taken out, this is the person that will be attached to Avi, or Avi will be attached to you. And he's going to follow you around in the boat, and when you leave the boat to go and finish this particular setup. So just keep that in mind. Sometimes he bugs out, though, and he will get attached to another member of the heist. So just pay attention to that. But we'll get into a boat right here. The boat just fits 4 people. This is the infamous Predator, right? The great heist prize. Anyways, though, so get everybody in the boat, or just have one person ride a sea shark, or just hang back. And I've seen a lot of people in other videos, kind of make this more complicated than what it is. They try and get into vehicles and drive around to lose the cops. Don't do that. Just stay in the boat, follow the river on up. You don't have to, go full throttle, full speed or whatever. Just take it easy so you don't beach the boat, but just follow the river on up. And then once you get to the Alamo Sea, just stay to the left side right here. And once you pass the last dock that you see on the left right there, that's when you're going to start to lose the cops. And try and keep your team close. That way you don't have a bunch of enemy police helicopters flying around. You'll just have 1, maybe 2 at the most spawn in. But keep everybody close. Stick to the left. Kind of just follow the shore a little bit. Hit a right. Dodge that one chopper that will inevitably spawn. And then you'll lose the cops. And just head back to the shore. And only the person that Avi is attached to needs to get into a vehicle and then head back to the checkpoint. So you don't have to worry about finding a vehicle for everyone to get into. Just the person that is attached to Avi. As you see right here, we just drive the boat up onto the shore. Avi's attached to me. He's following me around. I just get into a vehicle, and we're good. Now you can call your own vehicle in as well, but plenty of NPC vehicles will be spawning out there. Go ahead and pick him up and just drive over here to the checkpoint, and you'll get this knocked out. You should have plenty of time, no problem at all. All right, now every now and again this will bug out, and it's very difficult to lose the cops. Again, keep everybody close together. That way you shouldn't have an issue with that. Nice. Go ahead and deliver Avi to Paige. He's got the device that he's going to hack for you, and we're good to go. This setup is complete. Another tip for you, make sure that you have your spawn location set to whichever apartment that you are running these heists from. That way it's a little bit quicker to jump into an invite-only lobby, and you'll spawn right into your apartment, and you can set up the heist and send the invites out to your crew members much quicker than just driving back from some of these respawn locations that you get when you finish up that particular setup. So setup number 3 is going to be the hack. And on this setup, again, there's 2 different roles. You have the transporter. They drive the main primary van. And you're not going to have a lot of enemy resistance if you're the transporter. You shouldn't anyway. And then the other team will be the decoy van. These are the guys that are going to have much more enemy NPC contact. So make sure whoever is on this role, which you have to have 3 people over here, make sure that they're either using their heavy heist vest, or they just pay attention to the health and armor, because they will be taking some enemy fire. So keep that in mind. Go ahead and head on out to the meat location, which will be over by the garment factory. And once you're over here, another tip or trick you can use if you're trying to help out, or maybe get the criminal mastermind knocked out, you can get everybody into the primary van and then just, find the waypoint and set a waypoint marker there. And if you don't know, it's over by the weed factory in the city, or the weed location for the MC businesses. And then the rest of the team can bring an armored Kuruma to give you some extra cover, right? But everybody should be good to go. If you're proficient in the game, you should be all right. But again, just little extra defensive capabilities if you want to run the Criminal Mastermind. Pull up to the location, Just go ahead and engage the rival heist crew. Go ahead and take them out. Make sure someone's in the primary van, the white one, so you can kind of just, you know, creep up a little bit there, help out as well. Take out the enemy NPCs. You'll park the white van over here by the decoy van. You're going to swap out the servers, right? And then I'll show you both angles here. If you're in the transport van, wait for the decoy team to leave first, and then you head on back to Lester's factory, the garment factory. You're good to go. Now, if you're on the decoy team, like I was telling you, you will have some enemy NPC contact that you'll have to deal with. Go ahead and leave the area. Just follow the yellow brick road. Just keep it simple. Now, if you know some shortcuts, that's fine as well, however you want to run it. But again, if some of your crew members are going to choose to engage the enemy NPCs, just make sure everybody pays attention to their health and armor. Go ahead and deliver the van to the checkpoint back here. Make sure everyone is away from the van because you do have to destroy it. Take care of that. And this setup is good to go. We are complete. Go ahead and get that knocked out. Again, good pay for the people helping out, but if you are the host, you are not making any money on this, all right? Fourth setup is going to be the convoy. This is a fun one. That can be a little bit of a challenge too, but I do enjoy the convoy setup. Only bad thing is that it's a pretty long drive out there, so keep that in mind. Go ahead and start this one up though. Again, use the Hakushu drag if you have it, or a faster vehicle. You can trip skip with these as well, so keep that in mind if everyone's in the same vehicle. But go ahead and pull up. Now that will void any kind of challenges or, you know, Chrono Mastermind, so keep that in mind. But you're going to get to this bridge right here, and you want to set your vehicles up in sort of like a roadblock fashion, right? And once everyone gets to the checkpoint, you'll have a chopper that you have to take out initially, and then the convoy will be heading on down the road. And it's very important you guys understand, don't use any explosives right here because you'll damage the barracks. Take out the enemy drivers and drop that 50 cal gunner on the insurgent. He does not play. He just got deleted right there. So keep that in mind, all right? But wait for the barracks to get on the bridge so it kind of bottlenecks it and traps it. No explosives. Take out the drivers of the vehicle so they're not just going crazy, and drop that 50 cal gunner ASAP, all right? And once you got the 50 cal gunner down, all the vehicles stop. Go ahead and push up. Don't shoot the vehicles up too much because if they blow up, it'll be a chain reaction and you can damage the barracks. All right. We'll pull up right here. I'm going to show you this all the way through, or most of it anyways. Assign people to the barracks and the 50 cal insurgent. Get somebody on that 50 cal gunner. You want to warm it up. Right. Give them everything you got, right? You apes want to live forever. Sorry, it's a Starship Troopers reference. Anyways, yeah, go ahead and take out the enemy NPCs that are rolling up here. You'll have a few more choppers that you have to take out. Now, usually there is a chopper that will spawn directly behind you or directly in front, but for some reason it hasn't been spawning regularly. It did spawn for us a couple times on this heist or on this setup, but keep that in mind. There should be a chopper that spawns up directly behind the bridge or right in front. You'll have to drop that with the RPG or whatever explosive weapon you want to use. But then you'll have two more choppers that will spawn kind of a little bit further away, and you'll just knock those out. Now, you can, if you want, if you're proficient, you can just go. You can just run and gun. That's fine. You can do that. However, be careful. The barracks does get damaged very easily. Again, if this is your first couple of times, you know, I would recommend just kind of go about this more methodically. Kind of enjoy the content, get used to it. Take out the enemy NPCs that roll up in the vehicles. And make sure if the barracks is going to be close by to some of these, fully destroy the enemy vehicles because they can blow up as you're driving by and it can damage the barracks. All right, so as you see right here, we're taking these guys out. Destroy them. There will be a moment where you have what I call the Alamo, where you're going to get rushed by about 5 or 6 vehicles. Sometimes it's ahead of the little roadblock right here. Sometimes it's right at the roadblock. So go ahead and dispatch of the enemy NPCs in the vehicles. And just for, you know, keeping safe measure, again, you can just roll on through. You can just run and gun. That's fine. As you see, we got the Alamo right here. Multiple enemy NPC vehicles rolled up on us. And we just made sure that we destroyed all the vehicles and not have any issues as I drove on through with the barracks. All right, again, this is a general guide. I just want to make sure you guys get this down, right? Once you pass that roadblock, you should be good. Go ahead and park the barracks in the little garage right here. It's funny. Just these little thermal devices, a little briefcase. We had to steal this whole big-ass truck. It's all good though, no big deal. We got that done. Last setup is going to be the bikes. This is where we're stealing the electro bikes, and this setup only takes a few minutes. It's really simple, really easy. Go ahead, get ready, roll on out to the Lost MC biker location. We all know where this is at. It's over in between the taxi cab location and the casino. So head that way. And once you're over here, you just got a dispatch of the enemy NPCs. Be careful using explosives. You can blow up the bikes, the target bikes. There should be 4 of them. And make sure you're on the Electros, not, the other motorcycles that are kind of scattered around here. There'll be 3 that are out here in the open, and 1 is inside that garage right there to the left. And do your best to leave all at the same time. That way you're not stretching out the enemy NPCs when they spawn in. You can follow the yellow brick road. I like to just go straight and then take a right. Kind of cut through this little corner right here. And the enemy NPCs can get pretty aggressive. So keep that in mind. And if somebody falls or gets crashed or, whatever, just make sure you kind of pay attention and you help them get back on the bike and you're good to go. And then deliver the bike over here to the drop-off at the checkpoint, and we're done. We are complete with all of the setups, and now we are on the heist. Go ahead and snack up, armor up, all that good stuff. Get ready, and let's get to the money. All right, as you see right here, the finale is doubled up. It's $3 million, but you want to do this on hard. You get a 1.25 bonus, so you'll be making a little bit more money. You'll be making $3,750,000 if you can get full take and not lose any money at all. Once you're at the setup board, Lester's going to go through his little cutscene. You can skip this if everybody has done this particular heist. If not, you'll have to watch it. No big deal, though. And you've got roles to assign. You'll have a hacker, a demolition guy, and then 2 crowd control players, right? Now, the hacker and the demo guys, they're going to be ones that will be going further into the vault. And you will see here, you only need 1 person to take the money. I recommend it's going to be either the hacker or the demo guy. And the 2 crowd control people, they just got to, obviously keep the intimidation bar up, but you don't want to murk out any hostages in the bank, right? So keep that in mind. And with the cuts, you can keep it even 25%. I prefer 40, 20, 20, 20 because, again, the people that are helping out are getting paid for the setups. They're going to average roughly $400,000, and this is the closest way that you can kind of make it even for the payouts. But if everybody is going to be running this back to back, you can just keep it 25, 25, 25, 25, and everybody gets paid. All right. Now, go ahead and roll up to the PAG Standard Bank, hit the checkpoint, go on in, and this is where the fun begins, right? You'll go through a quick little cutscene. Everyone's, oh my God, the lunch bags get delivered, right? Get handed out. Go ahead, equip your mask. You're good to go. Murk out the guards right here. And again, all you have to do if you are crowd control is just hold an RPG out, and that will be able to maintain the intimidation meter. If you are crowd control, in the bottom right corner, you'll have a little intimidation bar, and you have to make sure that stays up. If you kill the hostages, or if you fail to keep the intimidation bar meter high, noose will get called in, and your exit route will be much more precarious. We have a lot more enemy NPCs to deal with. All right, you have a couple of guards down here. Murk those guys out, and another guard will spawn in as well. So this is why, sometimes it's a good idea to use the heavy heist vest. I was getting tore up right here. Big shout out to everybody that helped out from the crew. J-Man came down here and murked out the enemy NPC for me. Go ahead and go through the hack. It's no big deal. Remember, this heist came out a long time ago, so these hacks weren't too difficult. All right, got that taken care of. We got 1 more thermal charge to place. He pops that. Now, again, the demo guy can be the last person here or the hacker, no problem. But just one of these 2 people need to be the person that takes the money. You don't need to have 2 people. And there's a reason for this. There's a method to the madness here. It is designed for you. If you want to take the gauntlet, if you want to run the yellow brick road, the gauntlet is what we call it here at the Old School Gamers. This is the best way to go about it. So 1 person takes the money. And when you get up top, there's going to be a route. There's going to be a formation that you take. You want 2 people up front clearing the cops. The money man goes in the middle, and there's a guy that covers the rear because there'll be cops that spawn in behind you as well. As you see here, the money is just stacking up. Only 1 person needs to take the cash. You got plenty of time to leave the bank to get this money. No big deal. All right, we're getting all this, collecting all up, and I'm going to show you everything all the way through. All right, exit out to the top of the bank. Now, while I'm getting the money, there'll be more cops that spawn in, more guards that spawn in up top, and the crowd control needs to dispatch of those guys accordingly. All right, get to the checkpoint right here. The cops will spawn in. You get a cool little cutscene. Now, don't just rush out. The money man needs to have time to get back behind this wall so I don't get hit, or whoever the money man is doesn't get shot, right? The other three will go out. They clear out all the cops in the immediate front of the bank. There should be, or there could be, another enemy NPC guard that spawns in. Take him out if he does. And this is where the formation starts right here, okay? So the designated 2-point-men go up front. Money stays in the middle. And then you have a rear guard. The money man, you want to kind of post up right here in this little corner. Okay, let the 2 guys up front take care of the cops. There'll be a couple of choppers that spawn in as well. Don't move until at least the first chopper is down. Okay, and then make sure that your rear guard doesn't get in front of the money man. You don't want the money man to be going last. There's the another chopper right there. Take that out. Now the money man can move up. The rear guard needs to stay behind him though. Hug the wall right here. Now, I made a mistake. I took a right. I was trying to be a little slick. Don't do that. Just follow the path that your 2-point-men take. Right? I got shot right there. Jump over that fence. We only got shot one time, so that was still very good. Trust me, a lot of people that do this, they get shot a lot, and you lose money every time you get hit. So keep that in mind. All right? Go up front. Make sure that there's a couple of people manning points. Make sure someone's keeping guard in the back as well. There'll be a cop car that spawns on that road right there to the right. There's a cop car that spawns in front. Take them out. And as you see here, we had a couple of cops that were by the bikes. So you'll take this left. Make sure you got a few people that take out the cops right here. And this is very important, you guys. This is very, very important. If you want to take the challenge and take the bikes, right? It's a personal challenge. But I definitely recommend it. It's a lot of fun. When you're on the bikes, the money man must stay up front, and he must never stop for anybody. The other 3 guys, you have to help each other out if you fall or crash or whatever. Money man stays out front. Nobody can pass him. If you pass him, the enemy NPC cops will start to spawn and go crazy. This is the best way to make sure that you're not getting overwhelmed as the money man on the bike and getting shot. And if you are the money man, do not shoot the cops unless you absolutely have to, unless you crash or whatever. Try and stay clean on the bike. Don't wreck. Money stays up front. Don't start shooting because the cops will shoot back at you and you're going to get shot up on the bike. All right, so keep that in mind. Now, the other 3 teammates are back there. They are handling the business. Again, if they get crashed or if they fall off the bike does not show up on your radar. So keep that in mind. You have to, if you wreck, you have to kind of visually see which way the bike is going, and you got to find it. You can steal a car if you have to, or if your bike gets destroyed, you can also jump on the back of one of your other crew members' bikes, and you can ride tandem on the way out. Now, the bike will go a little bit slower, so pay attention to that. And don't forget the bikes have curse boost. You can hit the curse boost, as you see down there below the radar, that little yellow bar. So if you feel like you need to speed up a little bit, do that. Now, as you pass the bridge right here, you'll see this black trailer, that flatbed right there. You can take a little left in this cut. It's a little shortcut. Now, there's a couple of cops up here. Hopefully, you'll have a crew member that's with you. At this point, they will take lead, and they'll mark out these 2 cops right here. However, my guys were struggling back there, understandably, because it gets a little messy back there. So I had to go ahead and take out these cops and then hit the tunnel. Now, once you're in the tunnel, you can everybody just regroup a little bit. Pay attention to the clock, though. Look at the clock down below. We got 6 minutes at this point. So, but everybody can regroup, and you need a couple of people, or at least one person, to take point outside of this tunnel because there's 2 more cops that will spawn in. There's a cop right here up front by the this little truck or the SUV. Take him out. Follow the yellow brick road. And there'll be another cop that spawns in up here as well. Now, take it easy on this little trail right here. You can kind of fall off the side of the cliff or whatever. And again, this is not the route that you're going to take if you're going for the Elite Challenge. Maybe not even for the Criminal Mastermind. Again, this is just a general, tutorial and guide to help get you guys through it and to get you comfortable with running this over and over and over again. A lot of people want to do these heists, but again, 4 people, it's a little difficult. I wish Rockstar would at the very least let you get the setups done solo, right? And then have the option to run it with a crew of 4. That way, the whole team of 4 could independently get the setups done. And you could run these back to back to back. All right, if you have an enemy NPC chopper that spawns in, take that guy out and regroup right here. If you got some new players, kind of explain what to do. Hit the bridge full speed. Maybe have someone that's more proficient go first so they can see it. Then you want to take a slight right to the check mark right there. Use the boost if you want to. Spam whatever button you need to hit to jump off the bike. And then spam whatever button it is that you need to pull your parachute. Now, sometimes your character will be facing backwards, so pay attention to that. And when you pull the chute, make sure that you immediately go back around to where you're not going to crash into the side of the cliff right there. And just follow the river. Be very careful. Do not clip one of these trees. It will cut your chute and you will fall to your death. And if you're trying to maintain your money or not die, don't slam into the boat either. I have seen people lose money and actually die by hitting the boat too hard. Once all team members are in the boat, the timer will stop and we're pretty much good to go. We're pretty much done right here. Now, don't get too excited. Don't just floor the throttle. You may beach the boat. I've seen that happen as well. So keep that in mind. All right, and there we go. Hit the cutscene, and bam, man. Lester is ecstatic. Everyone's happy. It's a great payday. Again, double cash money and RP this week, and you can make some really good money if all the payout cuts are 25%. Everybody will make about $975,000. That's great money right there. Plus whatever the actual team members made for the setups. If you go 40, 20, 20, 20, the host should make around $1,500,000. Great cash money, good time. It's a lot of fun. And the OG heists are great content to experience in the game, okay? So if you guys got any questions or any tips or tricks you want to add, leave those in the comments down below. If you found the video helpful, drop a like. If you want to see more content like this, make sure you are subscribed with notifications turned on to my channel. You guys can also check out some merch that I have linked down below as well. And if you want to go above and beyond, you can hit the join button to find out how to become a member on my channel for exclusive perks. You could also leave a super chat donation in the comments also, all right? Thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace out. Yeah.